Hello everyone and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. It's a little bit rainy here down in Johannesburg. However, we'll be having the opportunity to do some awesome trades this week, and I think following up next week is also going to be good too. Now I've got the dollar franc in front of me. If you've been watching the dollar franc analysis, I did say this thing has got one last leap before it starts to short down, and I do believe I noted that last week somewhere around this level here, and all you have to do is kind of wait for that, which this is what's going to cause, as the market goes up on the dollar franc slightly higher. Well, what's going to do is going to cause some kind of a divergence on our indicators, which basically I'm just using a simple one. You can use any one, MACD, stochastic, RSI, it doesn't matter. What will happen is the price will come to around 1.0180, 90, or maybe 1.02, somewhere around there. Let's just put a line up there so you guys know where it is. There we go, 1.0208. So the market will push probably around that level, and when it does, that's the one final leap. You would have also read that in the blog last week. So if you're keeping up with the blog on our CM Trading website, just log into your account, check out the blog, and you'll see that we've got that there from last week, I think, or a few days before. So just be anticipating of that. When it makes that move up there, what we want to do is start to sell. Now, when that happens with the dollar franc, obviously euro dollar is going to take a different shape, isn't it? Now, if you look at the euro dollar, I've drawn some lines here in green. I think the market's going to pop its head down a little bit more, and we're going to have that divergence again on the euro dollar. If I do this on a daily chart, in fact, let's do it weekly, see, and you'll be able to see what those levels are really, where they're from. Okay, so as you can see, we've got some market levels, support levels, which are 1.0560, 1.0525, and this last dip here being 1.0465. So the market is obviously going to pick up from around these levels, and when it does, you want to be there, because as you can see here, the market is going to have a double dip or a double bottom on one of these targets here, and when it does, it'll have a good lift up. And when it does, you want to hold it for the longer term. When I say longer term, obviously I'm not talking years, but possibly the market will trace upwards for a few weeks, possibly until the end of the year. So you're looking at the euro dollar, and then you're looking at the euro dollar coming all the way to this level here, which is about 1.0850, and maybe if it breaks above that to around 1.1140. So we could see the euro dollar back on this line here before they start to short it again. All right, so this is a bit of a longer perspective, but as you can see, that's where the market could be heading. So we'd be going up, pulling back, and then going up again, and then shorting it from around here. So that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Even we might even draw a line from here to here. Okay, and if the market breaks above that, we could see it at 1.1513 before they start selling it off again. So there's the longer term perspective. So what you want to do when the market is so low is to jump on board and kind of follow that through, just like they would have done it here. They've done it here, there you go, see? And also here. So we're expecting some same kind of a reaction there. So just be mindful on that. So a lot of people are wondering why I'm following it so deeply, because it's around that level there. So the opposite for the dollar franc, because as you know, they work opposite, they go opposite directions. So just be mindful of that. Pound dollar. Now here we have the pound dollar. As you know, we drew this channel the other day, and it's moving nicely inside this channel. Actually, what we should be doing is possibly just, let me just get rid of that. If you're trading the pound, I drew this line here once again. It might not go that far down. So what we're going to do is just going to put this channel, and then what I'm going to do is draw the second one this way, and okay. And what I want to do obviously is, if the market pulls back down to the bottom of this channel here, we'd like to buy in order to go long. Okay, so the pound dollar still looking to come down. I reckon today it will be looking to come down, and possibly, well, we could even get rid of this. Okay, let's get rid of that. So we have this channel here. So we're looking for the market to pop its head down, and as it does, we're going to be looking to go up. Okay, so just following the channel, nice and easy. I think it's got room to come down, and we can follow that through. Let's take a look at the dollar Canadian. Yesterday we were long with this. It's the 4-hour chart. Nice little action here, and possibly another retest off there, and possibly pushing it all the way up there. See if it goes all the way up there, nice and easy. That's where you need to sell it off again. Okay, so if you're following the dollar Canadian, that's the move you want to look for. Aussie dollar has, this is a really good currency for trends. Aussie dollar can really make good trends, as it has done here on the down. So what you might want to do with this one, what I'd be doing with the Aussie dollar, is when the market pulls back, follow this up again. Okay, so what we want to do is see the market kind of recoup that loss that it made here. And the way to do that is, let's just draw a Fibonacci line here. As you can see, the market could easily come back up to this 75, 75.50 area. All it needs to do is to gather some strength. And the best time to buy this is going to be at a double bottom, and push it up again. So if it does come back this week, today's Wednesday, so we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, possibly Monday as well. If the market does pop back down here, it's a really good currency to follow up again, and then you can see that it'll have a good way up. Now, if I've just switched the chart to daily, as you can see, we've got a channel happening here. So the market could really go up to these levels and even beyond. So I think it's really good to follow through. And if I just did this in the middle of the channel, as you can see, if I just draw this parallel line here, okay, so the market might easily come back all the way to this 50%, 38.2 retracement. But on the pullback, you want to go long. Okay, so don't go long right now, because that'd be silly. Wait for a nice pullback, double bottom, or even slightly lower will give us a nice little divergence, and then you can just move up. Let's take a look at, what did I miss out on? The dollar yen, I think I missed out on. Here we go. This is where our dollar yen is. So let's take a look at the dollar yen and follow that through, and let me just scale fix this. Here we go. Same as the dollar franc, you can see this nice little U-turn happening here. So this dollar yen is really up for a retracement. Had a nice move up. I think from there we're going to come back all the way to possibly around this 107.90 region there. So that's quite a nice fall if you think about it. All the way from 111 to 108, 107.80 is not a bad profit line to follow through. So that's the dollar yen. Just one thing, like I said this week, if it pops its head up, just like the dollar franc, you should look to sell and short it there, and that would be just around these lines here. It's about 112.50 region around there. If it just pops its head up, sell it again. Okay, worthwhile holding, I reckon, for a few weeks. Let's take a look at gold and Brent finally. Here is gold. Now, as you might recall, 1,200 was a price I did mention that was good to buy, and if you bought it off here, that was good because you had some good profit margin around here. Okay, if it pops back down again, just do the same. Slightly lower, yes it might, just around there, 1,199. Okay, just there is also good to buy. So if it pops its head down, don't be shy, get in there, because as euro dollar pops up, this will also pop up with it. Then what you'll need to do, obviously, is make sure you're following it through. Don't just leave it out there. Okay, so as you can see, this is resistance. Market's popping its head down. The first target will be this red line. If it breaks, it'll be this green line, and then you can just follow it upwards, just like always. So if you follow our daily technical analysis, you'll know where that's going. Let's take a look at oil, last but not least. Brent. Now, as you know, we were up long on this from around this region. I did say this was a target. Now we're expecting a little bit of a pullback, possibly to this trend line here. So if it does pull back, what you want to do is to carry on going long with Brent. A good place to pull back. Let's take a look at the daily, see where we're at with this. Let me just get rid of some of the lines. And in fact, I'll just move that there. And we'll move this there. So we have room, as you can see, to go up. And let's just get rid of this as well. So where to get in is a good question. This is the daily. So a nice little spot to get in would be around this level here. Will it pop its head that far down? That's 47.50. Let's take a look on the 4-hour chart. Now that 47.50 might just as well be a good level. There you go. It's not bad at all. So 47.4050 region is also going to be a good level to buy it again. All right, in order to go higher. Hope that helps. And I hope this rainy day clears up soon for you guys in Johannesburg. Have a great day.